Hey guys, welcome back, and this is part 2 of our MCFS Dagganoth Kings guide. If you haven't already, head to Runeking's channel and watch part 1, which entails the gear and requirements. In this part of the guide, I'll be showing you the trip to the Dagganoth Kings lair. This will include how the killing should be done, how to lure Rex, and the overall do's and don'ts to the Dagganoth Kings. Now the first thing you're going to want to check is that you have everything you need. Nothing can be worse than gearing up for a trip, running through the cave, just to forget your anti-poisons. Also, to maximize your familiar time, I would recommend banking in Dagganoth if you have done the quest, or if not, use Seer's Village. Once you have double checked everything, it's time to head to Waterbirth Island. Getting from Seer's Village is pretty simple. Just go north from Seer's Village to Relica, and then take the western dock. If you have not done Fremennik Trials, the boat ride will cost 1k. Once on Waterbirth Island, you need to run around the outer edge of the island. The dungeon symbol on the water is the correct entrance, not the one in the middle. Once you're ready to enter, make sure your prayer run is full, and then you enter the cavern. Once in the cavern, there are a few things you must do. First, you need to make your way to the northern side of the cave. Once here, you and your partner must stand on both pressure pads to open the door. Once successful, go south to the far end and do the same thing. Have one member run back north to take the northern cavern, while praying melee, and the southern fork partner needs to pray range. If you happen to have someone go up the middle, pray mage. With the two-man team, you need to be quick as the door can shut if you do not get back in time. In bigger teams, this may not be a problem. For the next part, you need to do as I instruct to minimize food usage and time wasted, as this will all play a huge factor in how your trip may turn out. Once at this point, you and your partner should shoot the opposite barrier of them to allow their teammate to enter. Make sure you climb down the ladder, not up, and also make sure you are praying mage before you go down. For the next path, you will pray range, then allow yourself to rest at the next coming point. You will climb up the next ladder, and you will be at a non-attackable zone of giant rock crabs. Use this to build up your rest and run energy. You will do this multiple times to save prayer and food. Using the correct prayer during these next few paths may make or break your trip. Once ready, you will make your way to the southern ladder while praying melee. Turn on range before going down, and then make your way to the western ladder. While turning on Protect from Mage, the next 3 rooms will be Mage Protect, so do not turn it off. Once through the 3rd room, you will be at another resting point. Now that you're almost there, continue east down the ladder, turning on Protect from Melee as you go. Climb up the ladder while switching to Range Protect. Then down the ladder, switching back to Melee Protect. Once you reach this point, you can rest behind the ladder if needed. If a rock lobster spawns and attacks you, just lure it to get it stuck on the other side of the ladder and continue resting. Once you're ready, make your way past the rock lobsters while praying melee. When you get to around this point, switch to Protect Magic and continue east past the ladder. Once here, continue east behind the stalagmite in order to protect yourself from wandering Dagganoths. At this point, you're ready to start trying to find a world. When checking for a world, make sure to pray Mage when going down, as Prime can max in the upper 500s. Now that you found a world, it's time to prepare for the fight. At this point, you need to understand that once you go down, one slip up can cause the rest of the team to have to leave, so make sure you do everything right and do as I instruct. At this point, you need to double check your prayer and get ready to take an anti-poison sip before you go down the ladder. Make sure your BOB, if used, is set to left click take BOB. Second, wield your D-Halley, Spec Wep, or main weapon and load the special. Turn on Protect from Mage, Incredible Reflexes, Steel Skin, and Ultimate Strength, as the faster you kill Supreme, the more food you will save. When ready, make your way to the ladder. Now this is a big don't. When going in to kill Supreme, make sure Rex is well out of the way so you can handle Supreme alone, or else you will end up wasting a lot of food. Getting past Supreme is the only main focus, and camping Rex is easy once you've accomplished that. Remember, faster kill equals less food wasted. Now make sure to keep Protect Mage on constantly, or you may find yourself ending up in Lumbridge with a bitter taste in your mouth. Now this is a Spinule. They use Mage and range attacks, which is the main damage dealer while camping Rex. Maxing out your defense to range and praying Mage is the best alternative to defend against these. Sometimes killing them may be beneficial, but for most of the time, just leave them be. Once you've killed Supreme, you want to lure Rex to the northeastern corner. Being in the northeast corner will keep you out of range of Supreme's attacks whenever he respawns. Prime is really no threat anymore because you will be praying Mage the remaining duration of the trip. When luring Rex, you want to get him up against the eastern wall, then either move south or north depending on which safe spot you'll be using. The first one is used mostly when soloing, as you are out of the range of both Prime and Supreme. Once Rex is killed, you want to move onto this exact square. The line I draw is the imaginary line of Supreme's zone. If you cross this line, he may be able to attack you. This is important when luring Rex from his spawn. Now this is my preferred lure method, as it negates the fact that when luring with the solo lure with the team, Rex may wander off toward another player, causing him not to get stuck along the edge. Once you attack Rex, you bring him east, and then run north along the edge to where your team is waiting, hopefully negating any attack from Rex. My method uses one designated lure, while the rest, if decided, can kill Prime for extra kills. Now this is a major don't when luring, as it can cause the entire team to teleport. If when Rex spawns, Supreme is next to him, or Rex wanders out of view, do not follow him. If you do, Supreme will attack you, and seeing as most of your food is used within the first fight with Supreme, you can't afford to tango with him again. If you have enough food to tank it out, lure Rex as you always do, kill him off quickly, then proceed with Supreme. If not, get out of there, or you'll swim with the Spinules. Alright guys, this is the end of my guide, and I hope it helps you get that elusive dragon hatchet, or the fabled rings from the Dagganoth Kings. As always guys, I love you, and feel free to like the video because we make these vids for you and our own enjoyment, so don't let them go to waste. And that's about it. I'll see you guys later, and get back to scaping.